Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to test whether a cheap rip-off Amazon version Makita battery is better than a real, genuine Makita battery. Here we have a genuine Makita battery, and here we have a cheap Amazon stinking rip-off battery. Now I've owned this one for about 2 years and it served me really well. I'm quite happy with it, but it hasn't had a lot of use, so I think it's going to be valid to compare these two today. This one arrived at my house literally yesterday. It cost me $50 off Amazon, as opposed to the $180 that I spent on this one at the hardware store. Visually they're quite similar. This is definitely different plastic. It seems to be high quality. I feel like this could really take an impact, but this one feels quite brittle. They both have battery indicators. This one, horizontal, is that even worth mentioning? Vertical, different color LEDs, wow. Oh, the trickle effect, I like that. Stickers, pretty much identical. I don't think anyone ever reads those anyway. Yeah, so they're both full battery. I'm going to chuck them on the charger, get them juiced up to the max, and then we're going to do some experiments. We're going to see which one performs better. Real battery on the left, and fake on the right. Now while those batteries are on charge, I'll give you a bit of a rundown of what I actually want to achieve today. So I don't just want to find out how long the power tools are going to run on a full battery. I actually want to see how long it'll take them to recharge as well. Now something to consider, and please don't hold this against me, the fact that I'm an undergraduate mechanical engineer, because I still don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but there's this thing called battery memory. And from what I understand, when a battery is drained and recharged, it can lose its maximum potential. So over time, through that recharge cycle, batteries will lose their maximum charge that they can hold. And this is something to consider when we compare the new battery to the old Makita battery, so that's a bit of a factor. But other than that, let's just give it a crack, see how it goes. Okay, both batteries are fully charged. That red light only indicates the cooling fan for the unit. So green light charged, green light charged. We're good to go. Blower, hammer drill, circular saw. I think we'll go with the angle grinder. It's probably the best. It's probably a good idea to take this off. I think it's probably kind of smart. Genuine Makita. I think I'm gonna piss off the neighbors. Okay, that's it. That's the 6 amp hour Makita battery drained. That took 37.5 minutes, which is a surprising amount of time when you're sitting here watching it. It feels a lot longer, believe me. God, I have nothing better to do this weekend. It's depressing. Anyway, I'm gonna put in the fake battery now. This is fully charged. Fake battery into the angle grinder, and we'll see how long it takes. Okay, so before I start this and leave this running, I'm going to put this Makita battery on charge, and I'm going to see how long it takes to recharge it. Okay, battery on. So I've got some pretty interesting results. This fake battery lasted 37 minutes. The real battery lasted 37.5. It's pretty amazing. Makes me want to kick myself really for buying the genuine batteries my whole life. But this test isn't over yet, so we still want to know how long they both take to charge. And I now have decided that I want to retest the fake battery and see if battery memory actually changes anything. It might not over 2 charge cycles, but it'll be interesting to see, I think. So that's what I'm going to do now. So there it was. The Makita battery took 49 minutes to charge, whereas the fake 6 amp hour battery took 68 minutes. So that's 20 minutes longer. Now, I'm going to chuck the fake battery back in the angle grinder and see how long it takes, see if the time changes, and then recharge it and see what's different. Oh, no way! I'm gonna chuck it back on the charger and then I'll tell you the results. You're not gonna believe this. Okay, so based on my elaborate spreadsheet right here, the first time that I had the fake battery running with the angle grinder, it lasted for 37 minutes. The second time, after a recharge, it's taken 31 minutes to deplete the battery. So I've actually lost 6 minutes of energy, I guess. It's interesting to see how the behavior of the battery changes the more you use it. Now, I don't know how this would change it over 20 recharge cycles. Like I said, I'm only going to do this twice. I don't want to sit here for the rest of the weekend. So I've got the battery back on there recharging. The first recharge took 68 minutes to go to full, so it'll be interesting to see how long it takes the second time. And I don't know if it's okay to extrapolate this data. It's likely not, but I guess it's a good gauge that, you know, the performance will decrease. I don't know, is it too early to say that? So the first time it took 68 minutes to recharge this battery. The second time, just then, it took 36 minutes. It's not predictable. I can't pinpoint it. Really, this needs to be repeated another 5 times, I reckon, just to plot it. Now, obviously, with this experiment, I don't have a load on the angle grinder, so this isn't really relevant to a real-life scenario, but it's a great baseline experiment. I don't see what's wrong with it in that sense. You can compare the different batteries, all with the same variables. So I might be completely wrong, but pretty sure this is an somewhat accurate experiment. Somewhat. That little disclaimer word that I just chucked in there. Okay. So just as a recap, the Makita battery, when I first tested it, gave me 37.5 minutes of runtime. It took 49 minutes to recharge. When I tried the fake battery the first time, it took 37 minutes to drain it, and it recharged in 68 minutes, which is a long bloody time, but keep in mind that was the first time that the battery had ever been recharged. The second time I drained the battery, it took 31 minutes, and then it took 36 minutes to recharge. I kind of want to wrap this video up, so the verdict, in my honest opinion, is that for a third of the price, I would get a fake battery. You're losing slight quality in the materials. The plastic is different. I feel like if you drop this, it would shatter. I don't want to go testing that just yet. It feels a little bit flimsier on some points. I feel like I could almost break this with my finger if I wanted to. But it performed okay. The recharge time is a lot less than the Makita one. And sure, it doesn't run for quite as long. A couple of minutes less, but look, I'd go with the fake, honestly. What the hell was that? Freaking wasp in here. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, the least you can do is hit subscribe, get in the comments and tell me everything I did wrong. This thing won't get out of here. Okay, I guess that's it. Thanks a lot.